Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a what's for dinner. On night one we are going to be doing chicken kebabs. So as you can see here, I have 3 chicken breasts. I think I'm only going to end up using 2 of these, but I'm going to chop them up and marinate them and add them to the kebabs. Okay, so I have chopped up 2 of the chicken breasts. I actually think that's going to be enough for the kebabs. So I'm gonna go ahead and kebab these. Is that the right term? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and skewer these. Skewer? I'm gonna go ahead and skewer these with the veggies and then show you guys how I plan to season them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up these vegetables. I have a squash, a zucchini, and a pepper, and then I will add all of these vegetables with the chicken. Okay, so this is what your vegetables will look like once you chop them up. Of course, you can make them bigger or smaller depending on your preference, but this is what I have as of now. I'm going to salt and pepper these before I add the marinade to the chicken and to the vegetables. So this is all of the veggies and chicken kebab. Next, I'm just going to be dabbing into this olive oil and brushing it on each kebab. So before I do the ranch, I am just going to hit it with some salt. And I use this Himalayan pink salt. And I'm also using this Great Value ranch packet. You can definitely use the Hidden Valley. This is just what I picked up. I'm also going to sprinkle some pepper. So I have already preheated my oven to 350, and I'm going to pop this in there for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so here it is fresh out of the oven. Got a nice little crisp. To it. Alright y'all, so this is the finished product. I went ahead and took off the meat and veggies from the skewers and paired it with some white corn. And that is what's for dinner for Friday night. So for our next recipe, we're going to need some of these pork country style ribs. I'm going to use these slow cooker liners just because they're easy and convenient and I swear by them. You're also going to need a can of Dr. Pepper, and then some of your favorite barbecue sauce. So I'm going to turn it on low. The liner, if you really want to use it. And just add them in. And you're going to crack open that. Then you're going to crack open the Dr. Pepper. And just coat and cover all of the ribs like so. And then you're going to want to let that cook for about 6 to 8 hours on low. Okay, so now these have been simmering on low for at least 8 hours. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stick them on a pan and broil them and crisp them up in the oven with some barbecue sauce. As you can see, these have kind of fallen apart a little bit because they were in the slow cooker all day, which is totally fine. Kind of unpreventable. Okay, so while that broiling is heating up, I'm gonna squirt some barbecue sauce, and then I'm going to stick these in the oven, and I'm going to broil them for about 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to put a little bit more barbecue sauce on these. Oh. Just to make them real juicy. Okay, so this is the final product. I have paired it with some pasta salad and some corn. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be making American goulash. I'm going to be using ground turkey instead of ground beef. And then I'm going to go ahead and brown this up and then boil the noodles, and then I will show you guys the next step. Okay, so as you can see, my meat is all browned up. So we're going to go ahead and add in the tomato product. So I have 1 can of diced tomatoes, which these are seasoned and fire roasted. So you can definitely add whatever kind of tomatoes you want, depending on what flavor that you're trying to get. Stir that all in. And I'm going to add 1 can of tomato sauce. I'm going to take some of this finely chopped garlic and add about a teaspoon of that. And then you're going to want to let everything simmer while you boil your pasta. So you're going to want to boil your noodles. I have a 16-ounce thing of elbow noodles, and I'm going to use about half of that. So I've decided to add 1 more can of these fire roasted diced tomatoes, just because I prefer it to be extra saucy. Okay, so now I'm going to take the stuff that's in here. Ooh. I'm going to scoop it into the pot. Give it a nice good stir. Everything's mixed up really well. Take a little bit of this, about 1/3 of a cup. I'm gonna add that in there. Woo. I'm gonna add some onion powder, Italian seasoning. Give that a good stir. Add some salt, add some pepper, that a good stir. That simmer for about 5 minutes. It's too big. So then I'm gonna take some cheese and sprinkle it on top like so. Let it melt. So this is the final reveal. Doesn't that look good?